Do you want to talk about the sad news of the week, the death?
Yeah.
Richard Dawson, the original, the greatest host, probably say the Family Feud, died at age 79.
You'd have to go a long way to find somebody cooler than Richard Dawson.
Is he cooler than Bob Barker?
Yes, he is. He doesn't have a cause. He doesn't care about that crap. When he was on the Match Game, he used to smoke on set with a suit on, with the wide lapel, no tie.
He also married a contestant on the show.
On which show?
Family Feud.
He did.
Now that's awesome.
Yes.
That's kind of funny.
Did they stay together?
Yeah, his last wife was originally a contestant on the show. That's where they met.
Well, he was smooth. I mean, he was always kissing the girls. Is he smoother and cooler than Chuck Woolery?
Woolery was cool, but he wasn't smooth. I mean,
No,
Dawson,
Woolery was smooth. We'll be back in 2 and 2. No, Wink Martindale, that's a cool name.
it's not a real name, though, obviously. If you can make up your own name, you can
Richard
make
Dawson wasn't his real name either, Joe.
Okay, I understand that, but his name wasn't Jet Fuel. You follow what I'm saying? So Wink Martindale is not his real name.
So you're saying that he's one of the coolest people that ever lived?
I mean, who's cooler? I want you to tell me right now, who's cooler than Richard Dawson? I'm not saying that people don't exist that are cooler.
Clint Eastwood.
Okay. Okay, you got 2.
Bill Clinton is a pretty cool guy.
He's not cooler than Richard Dawson. Come on.
He kissed a lot of women.
That's true. But he wasn't public with it. He hid in shame.
Well, he didn't hide that well, but yeah. Charlie Sheen, they're saying.
No, not even. Charlie Sheen could not be less cool. Completely out of control. No, Dawson was cool. Robbie, did you like The Running Man?
I liked the book. I did not like the movie.
I love the movie, but even if you didn't like the movie, Robbie, Dawson was awesome in it.
Yes, he was good. He was a standout.
Are you saying he's the greatest game show host of all time?
He was cool. He was funny. Who was funnier than him? Drew Carey?
Well, I don't even count him. But these are the heavyweights are Bob Barker.
Yep.
Pat Sajak.
Sure.
Alex Trebek.
Groucho.
Regis Philbin. He's cool.
No, Tim just brought up Chuck Barris. Chuck Barris he wasn't as cool, but he's probably the funniest. I mean, Groucho's a little before my time. Robbie, do you agree?
About Chuck Barris?
Yes.
Yeah, he was purposely irreverent, more so than anybody else, of course.
I've always been a big Bob Barker guy, though.
Yeah, but I mean, what did he do? I mean,
he was
kind of cool. He was. I don't think he was as suave as Dawson. He had a lot of years under him, though. But yeah, he didn't kiss every woman that was on the show. That was cool.
Yeah, Dawson was legendary. What about the other hosts of the Family Feud? Ray Combs. Were you sad when he killed himself?
No. I was this
game show host, Ted Pool.
You got him. He was in his 40s. You would have racked up some serious points if that was.
Totally.
I told you that I met his son doing comedy.
His son was performing?
He was a friend of the headliner, and I wish I could remember the guy's name. But
he told jokes or not?
Well, he had pretty good stage presence. He didn't have great jokes, but he was really likable. The audience really liked him, and he's probably still doing comedy. I'm sure he is. I think his name was Ray Combs. Ray Combs the Third or something like that. I will say this, and it's the one thing that I don't like about the new Family Feud with Steve Harvey. It's so highly sexualized. Every question, every joke he makes, it's not like I'm offended by it, but all right, we get it. It's lowest common denominator. It's not the same as it used to be.
No, I like Steve Harvey. I think he does a good job. I think he takes his time. He throws some humor in there. I don't think it's all sexual. I was watching it the other day, and it was a black family won, and they go to whatever the final round is. I don't know what they call it, right? Where they have 2 people.
What's it called, Robbie?
Fast money.
Fast money. There you go. So it's the 2 girls are going, they're sisters. And the question is, what is a fruit that you typically only buy one of? She pauses. She thinks about it. She says, orange. Awful. Okay.
Yes.
Steve Harvey makes
at
a
the
joke
end
about it.
when they, right, I got
This is at the end. She gets like 6 points. She actually, some people said that. So then it's her sister's turn. Again, they're black. Just saying that. What is, so the question again, a fruit you typically only buy one of them? She says, thanks again, a mango.
Well, that's better than orange, but still awful.
So my question is, do they not say the obvious answer
watermelon
right? Because they were concerned that that's some stereotype? Although there's nothing wrong with liking watermelon. Or do they really just not think of watermelon?
I mean, I can't think of another answer. I mean, what else would you buy one of? Just some sort of melon, but a watermelon is huge.
I thought watermelon, and then I thought cantaloupe.
But watermelon is it's probably got 70 of the votes.
Yeah, I would think if I'm answering that question, I start thinking, what are the fruits that I eat? And clearly that they didn't do that.
When the number one answer was revealed, what was it, Rob?
He doesn't say number one answer, I think, unless...
They usually
do.
at
They
the
always
end.
do that.
You know what? Yo, he did say it. He said, yes, you're right. That's right, he did say it. They were like, oh, of course, watermelon. Yeah. It was like, I know he wanted to make a joke there, but that he didn't. His comedic instincts were telling him this is going to be hilarious. He definitely held back. I remember now, because he said, number one answer, watermelon. And then everyone had this, is he going to say something?
Well, he could get away with it.
He could. He should have said something.
Yeah, of
He
course.
should have, of course.
It's irresponsible not to say it. He's a comedian.
Real quick, Tim he's calling us retards, which is an offensive term, but by not saying grapefruit. A watermelon is the size of a 4-year-old. It's not, you're not going to say grapefruit.
Who eats
Whatever.
grapefruit? More people eat cantaloupe and watermelon than grapefruit.
I agree.
But
Grapefruit's way down on the list of good fruits.
Now, you can't call someone a retard anymore. That's offensive. Correct?
No, it's your challenge, your special.
Right.
Yeah, you can't do that.
And
You did also call us morons, which you can say.
Grapefruit for second place. Cantaloupe is ahead of grapefruit.
Of course it is.